Rock Canyon with the basketball. Colin Reardon drives in the paint. The floater. It's good. Tied up with 4.7 seconds to go. Ball stolen. Sam Masten to Nick Janitas. It's good, and Rock Canyon has won the game on the tip from Janitas.
You know, the Grandview game was crazy. I mean, it's a childhood dream of probably many young boys out in the nation, you know, and they want to be on Sports Center, and these guys had an opportunity to do it, and all the Sports Center announcers actually pronounced all their names the right way. I mean, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
I'm gonna be honest, when I stole the ball, I was really scared, and I went in and jumped into the dude, and I was hoping they'd call a foul, and they didn't, and the ball rolled off, didn't even hit the rim actually, and then Nick was right there, and he tipped it in, and then I don't really remember much after that, just kind of running around and jumping on people. And Nick got that tip in, and I just sprinted off the bench as fast as I could, just hugged him. I just thanked him.
There was so much happening at once. I was running around, people were running at me, hugging me, tackling me.
I was like out of breath when we got to the locker room because I was yelling and I was screaming and I was running. Just all that, the combination of those three, it just took it all out of me, and I was so excited. And you know, and then we were going to the Final Four on top of that, so it was just so much for me to take in.
I got phone calls from all of my family saying that they saw us on Sports Center, and that was great because I had a lot of family support, and I know they watched, so that was great to hear from them.
Rock Canyon would win that playoff game in dramatic fashion over Grandview, and they would head to the Final Four. But then, Kent Grams and the Jags would be upended by Eagle Crest in a 61-60 overtime thriller that would send Rock Canyon packing one step away from the ultimate goal.
Obviously, Eagle Crest, it was a great game. It was a great game. I give obviously a lot of credit to Eagle Crest and Colby Ross and John Olander. They were a team that was, you know, someone that we knew it was going to be a dogfight all the time, you know, and they are so well coached, but they're just champions, you know, and that's who we are striving to be.
You know, we were winning most of the game. We were winning with like a minute left, you know, and they came back, sent it to overtime, and then we had the lead in overtime. And so we just always felt like we were going to win the game, and then, you know, when the final seconds ticked down, we lost.
I think the worst part is that we beat them the first game of the season with ease, honestly. At our home game, it was heartbreaking.
We use that as fuel for sure, because we know that we don't want to feel that pain again.
The coach kind of just said, forget about it. We'll be back next year. But, I mean, we all know, like, we can't forget about that.
You know, I know we haven't forgotten it, and the seniors on this team, you know, we've been playing with each other since we were in 6th grade, so just using that as motivation to hopefully get us to the next level this year.
At the end of the day, it's about us. It's about our culture. It's about loving each other, and, you know, shared suffering brings people together.
That's the mentality that has now created something special inside that Rock Canyon locker room.
Our relationships are the most important thing. That's why I coach, and I hope that I have relationships with my former players forever.
Oh, we all get along, but we all know when to be serious. We joke around with each other all the time, and we also get on each other. It's really like a brotherhood with us.
I would say some teams have kind of their cliques here and there, and the separate people hang out with each other. We're all really tight.
It's been great. I've been playing with them since 6th grade, and they're like my second family.
That family and that friendship that we've established is what helps us so much on the court, and you know, I can honestly say we've all built relationships that'll last a lifetime.
I think it's special, you know. I mean, when you get to be a part of a program that has the buy-in that we have and has had the success that we've had, it starts with the buy-in, you know, and it starts with that family and that camaraderie, and it starts with that chemistry.
When you get on the court and you know you're playing with all your friends, you just feel more comfortable, more at home. And you know that they all have your back no matter what happens. Even if you make a mistake, they'll be there to lift you up, but they'll also demand the best from you. When
you come and watch us play, you'll see that on the court. You know, they got each other's backs 100%.
I know we get on each other's nerves sometimes, but I guess that's what a brotherhood really is.
With a roster stacked with talent, Kent Grams and the Jaguars are ready to take another run at a 5A state championship.
I think it's just everyone buying in. We have so much talent on this team that if everyone does their part, then there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to win a state championship.
We got good bigs, you know, we got guys that can rebound, we got good length, you know, we got good leaders that can bring the ball up the court.
We've just been working really hard, and it's really good to see that it's kind of starting to pay off a little bit and like starting with that #1 spot.
Sometimes we kind of felt disrespected by the rankings in years past, and no one really gave us the credit that we deserved. And this year, we got the credit right off the gate, and everyone was kind of questioning it. And then first 5 games, we proved it a little bit, and so now the target on our back's just getting bigger.
It's definitely been big motivation for us because we've been able to play Eagle Crest and beat them at home. They announced that they were the 5A state champions, which kind of motivated us a little bit more, not only to beat them, but then be able to make a statement and go on and keep winning as many games as possible.
Rock Canyon has all the weapons to take on March once again, but perhaps their most lethal weapon isn't even on the court.
What it means to be a Jag is just to be crazy, honestly.
The Crazies are the best student section in the state. You can always count on them to have your back and help you out.
I mean, the student body, we'll go watch other games, and it's just kind of like an okay student section, and then, you'll come to one of our games, and it's crazy. I mean, it's like a college student section in a high school gym.
We always go to volleyball games. Volleyball always comes to basketball games. We go to football games. Everyone shows up, and when you're in the crowd, I mean, no mercy.
We got tons of kids that fill the bleachers right behind the basket, and it's a huge distraction for opponents, and it gives us a lot of energy.
We played Overland and Eagle Crest, and there's alumni parents that are traveling all the way out there to come support us. I mean, it's pretty special.
From the teachers to the staff to the community, it's top notch. Just kind of like what we talked about family earlier, just that huge family within the community, and everyone coming out to support us. We go support the other sports, and so it's just one big family pretty much to me.
See anything going wrong, we always stick up for each other, just the whole school, the whole student body. That's what makes it the Jag.
Jaguar Nation, it's a good thing to be. I don't want to be anywhere else. It's great to be a Jaguar.